Welcome to you viewers. Today we are joined by an investment banker of one of the largest investment banks in the world, whose career is matched only by the depth of his personal story, Mr. Henry Ugonna Ilo. I am so excited to have you here, Mr. Henry, on Hybrid Heritage. Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
First and foremost, thank you so very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be a guest at your podcast. My name is Henry Ugonna Ilo. I'm a banker by trade. I was born in Italy, Rome, and I worked in the UK for many years prior to returning back to Italy for a new position in Milan. Great to be here.
Thank you, and you are most welcome. Can you tell us a little about your personal story?
Absolutely. So I remember being this kid that was very much into football. So I grew up playing football for the majority of my youth. I remember that taught me how to be competitive, how to work as a team, and how to work towards a common objective. Then I also remember being very interested in finance, listening to people like Warren Buffett, Bill Ackman, and that kind of shaped my direction of travel. And then I remember having very strict parents who were always very, very focused on my education.
Harry, you said you had a strict upbringing. Can you tell us a little about your parents?
Absolutely. So, like in every Nigerian household, you have three main choices when you want to grow up. Either you're a lawyer, or a doctor, or you become an engineer. And that was part of the strict, meaning that they wanted you to do something tangible and they wanted you to focus on studying. I remember being very into football and having a very diverse social life. Therefore, they really, really pushed on that education piece, for which I am very, very glad today.
So good to know. But did your parents' did your upbringing in any way influence your choice of career?
I mean, yes. When you receive a couple of slippers at the back of the head, it kind of rewires you to follow the right path. So, meaning not that I was a stubborn kid, but as I mentioned, I wanted to do something tangible. I wanted to do something impactful. And with the direction and my parents overseeing my decision and kind of guiding me towards the right path, I ended up choosing something that I'm really happy with, which is banking, and which has a few components that make it very interesting for me. One is the fact that it's a very competitive environment. The other one is that you work as a team. And the other one is that it's intellectually stimulating because you work very complicated transactions.
Tune in to Hybrid Heritage by Maureen, with stories that connect.
How was your social life growing up? You mentioned playing football and other extracurricular activities. Were your parents supportive, or were they just focused on your education?
I thought about the answer to this question for quite a while. And on one hand, they were quite supportive. On the other hand, I always need to remember that my parents were first generation immigrants. So they were trying to make a living for us. They were trying to support us, for me to even attend that football. So I remember asking myself sometimes, it would be nice to have them here at the football game. At other times, when they were there, I was so grateful to have them there. So they had to juggle their work-life balance, and I think they had the perfect strike, meaning that being able to support me and empower me outside of the household with extracurricular activities then also gave me the empathy and the willingness to do more outside of work as well. Meaning that I didn't only focus on my education, I knew that I had to focus on education and something else. And the same thing with work. I knew that I had to focus on my work, but also on myself. So I think they were quite supportive, and they did a great job in finding the right balance.
As part of your growing up, what would you have had your parents do differently?
I think there are a couple of things. Having them at my football games meant the world to me, meaning that I felt empowered. I felt like I had a superpower. I could run faster. I could execute better. I could score more goals. So I would say they sacrificed a lot for us, and if I could ask for anything more, is attend more of those football games that meant the world for me, the world to me at the time.
What word would you leave for younger parents raising up their children in a hybrid heritage?
And as most of us are either first generation or second generation immigrants, I think the best gift you can give your kids as a parent is your presence. Be there for them, because it's going to empower them in ways you.
Could you give us an example of what it meant to you to have them present in one of those occasions?
Yeah, absolutely. So there was this vivid example that I have in my mind where I got one of my teammates to pass me a long ball, and I felt that he overhit the ball and it was a bit too long for me to reach. But all I could hear was everyone that was screaming my name. Henry, run, 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 run. And I felt like, I'm never going to get this ball. What's the point? Let me act as if I'm running. Until I heard a very distinct voice in the crowd. And it was my mom. I didn't know she was there. And I heard, Uganda, run! And it just felt as if I had wings strapped to my leg and I was running. And I ended up getting that ball, and I ended up passing the defender and sliding the ball at the back of the net, and that's really what it meant to me. It gave me the superpower to believe in myself, and that's something that only your parents can give you, the ability to believe in yourself more than you believe in yourself, and that's what it really meant to me.
And you also told me that he called you that she called you that special name, Papam, run!
Yes.
Papam, run!
Correct.
Can you say it exactly the way it is?
It's like you were there. It's like you know the example quite well.
Viewers, the key word from Henry today is be present. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining Hybrid Heritage. Let your voice be part of this living legacy. So please share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section. Together, we will keep this alive and entertaining.